Image copyright Reuters image caption The U.S. says nearly 24 staff were affected by the alleged attacks. Cuba says there have been no sonic attacks against U.S. embassy staff in its capital, Havana, and that the claims are a political manipulation aimed at damaging bilateral relations. Foreign Minister Bruno Rodriguez dismissed allegations of any kind of attack as totally false. The U.S. said nearly 24 personnel had health problems after the alleged attacks and cut its staff as a result. Reports suggest sonic attacks were to blame, but nothing has been proven. Washington has not blamed Havana for the alleged attacks, and the Cuban government has previously denied targeting embassy staff. The U.S. expelled 15 Cuban diplomats, saying that Havana had failed to protect its employees, but Cuba said the move was unjustified. The U.S. government also suspended visa processing in Cuba indefinitely. Image caption Mr. Rodriguez dismissed as false any type of attack. Speaking in Washington at a meeting of Cubans living in the U.S., Mr. Rodriguez said the allegations have caused a serious deterioration in the relationship between both governments in both countries. It's unacceptable and immoral, from the point of view of the Cuban government, for people to be harmed by a difference between governments, he added. The reported health problems ranged from mild brain trauma and deafness to dizziness and nausea. Mystery in Havana late 2016 U.S. Embassy staff and at least one Canadian began to notice symptoms. May 2017 U.S. expels 2 Cuban diplomats for failing to protect its diplomats. August U.S. says 16 employees have been treated but attacks seem to have stopped. Early September U.S. says attacks are continuing and 19 staff members have now been hurt. The 29th of September Washington pulls out diplomatic staff, warns U.S. citizens not to visit and says 21 embassy employees now injured. The 3rd of October U.S. expels Cuban diplomats from Washington.